Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your man, all the way George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Today we're having this is episode 36 of MuscleTalk Monday, and we'll be talking about the upcoming Rises Phoenix show, which is the World's Women's Bodybuilding Championship. I did a video about it, and I mentioned how Rise Phoenix has been the last few years has been the alternative for a lot of female bodybuilders ever since the IFBB dropped women's bodybuilding from the lineup, from the Olympia, from the Miss International, from several other shows. And I sent a link to my man Jarrett, and I hope he gets it because this is about time we do it. But I understand it's holiday week, it's holiday, and he's kind of busy. He's a young man, he got life. But if you don't mind, I'll talk about it now. As you know, the Rise of Phoenix is going to be coming in September, and it's part of the Arizona Pro. As you know, the Arizona Pro is the IFBB show where it's exclusively has become a show just for the women. There are no men. It's all women's show, meaning it's all the different divisions from wellness, bikini, figure, I think fitness, physique, and also you have women's bodybuilding, which has this show, The Rising Phoenix. And if you know the history about The Rising Phoenix, it started back in 2015. As you know, after the 2014 season, the IBB decided to drop female bodybuilding from the lineup of all the lineups. All major bodybuilding shows dropped the division of female bodybuilding. So, out of kindness of his heart and out of his ideology, out of his basically for his love for the sport of female bodybuilding, Jake Woods and his wife at the time, Crystal Woods, created a new show for women's bodybuilding. And they also were sponsoring other shows for women's bodybuilding at the time, which was the Weekend Strength was already had sponsored other shows where they attached to shows like the Tampa Bay Pro, the Omaha, Toronto Super Show, Puerto Rico Pro, and a couple other shows. And then a couple years later, Linda Murray created the Norfolk Pro. So they created this new world championship for women when there was no place for them to go. Like since Olympia had no place for them, the honors women classes had no place for them. So they had a new show for them, and it became the new kind of the alternative for Miss Olympia. And the champions, Margie V Martin won it twice in 2015 and 2016. 2017 was Hella Trevino. Then 2018, Alina Pupa, she Papa, I want to say correctly, Papa. I mean, she won it, and then 2019, Hella won it again. And just just last year, Andrea Sora, the current Miss Olympia, won the last year's show. Well, now this year's show is going to be back in September where it used to be because it had it December last year. And the original plan was that the Rise of Phoenix was going to be done in Las Vegas, coinciding with the a week apart from the 2 weeks apart from the Olympia. But as you know, COVID hit, and it just kind of just totally messed up the whole season. I mean, a lot of shows were had to scrapped, even though the Rising Phoenix was able to be saved, and they had to move it back to Phoenix, to Arizona, because of the capacity rules for crowds in the state of Nevada. Yeah, but like I said, anyway, as you know, I did a video about this, and the lineup for this year's Rise of Phoenix, if you follow the sport and know it, that it's pretty much some familiar faces, some new faces. As first off, you have the top 5 competitors for this year, and that is the champion, both the Olympia champion and the Rise Phoenix champion, Andrea Shaw, the former 2-time champion, second place runner-up, Harold Trevino, Monique Jones, the 3rd place winner, 4th place, Alicia Young, and 5th place, Irene Anderson. Now, also, there will be some familiar faces from this show, such as Nikki Chartrand took 6th place. Also, Janine Lakowski, Muna Purcell, Angela Rayburn, and let's see, Sava Mate, who competed back in 2019, and also who else is going to be? Christina Mendoza, who was competing last year, but Christina decided to take the rest of the season off to work on things. Christina has a great body, but I think what it was she said she wanted to put more size. Christina is a former physique competitor, and she made the jump to women's bodybuilding back in 2019. She won the 2019 Miss International show, which gave her up to compete at the 2019 Rising Phoenix. And there's also some new faces to the show. Mila Ash, who took 4th at the Miss Olympia. Ashley Hadley, who won the Savannah Pro, the debuting show, which is Linda Murray show. And also my dear acquaintance and a lovely lady, Miss Rashala Boswell, who took 2nd at the Chicago Pro. And also one Miss Tina Williams, who a lot of people might remember, she debuted at Rising Phoenix when she won the 2018 Miss International, which is, as you know, the Miss International, she gets an automatic bye. When she was, Miss International show is part of Chicago Pro. It's a pro and qualifier. And you get automatic bye to the Rising Phoenix. You can compete at the Chicago Pro, which she did, and she also got automatic bye to the Rising Phoenix. Now, also another name is on. This is also, somebody who I'm a fan of is Miss Virginia Sanchez, who supposed to compete last year because she won the she placed top 5 at the Europa Championships in Spain. She won the Romania Muscle Fest, and she was supposed to have come. And as you know, the Rising Phoenix is a invitation. You don't have to need points to get to the Rising Phoenix anymore because you know that the Olympia has brought back the true Miss Olympia to the stage with the return of female bodybuilding. So she was already invited to last year's Rising Phoenix, but because of the situation, she lives overseas in Spain. I follow her on social media. She said that one thing was that she didn't want the cost of doing a quarantine. Plus, she has a son that she lives with her in Spain, so she don't want to leave him behind. So she skipped the Rising Phoenix. But this year, since she won the Romania Muscle Fest, that last year she gets an automatic bye to the Miss Olympia. So she's gonna probably do this show and then stay here and do the Olympia. Like Irene Anderson, she did that too. Irene Anderson said she quarantined in Turkey, and then she came here, did the Rising Phoenix, and then do the Olympia, and she made 5th place at the Olympia. She's pretty good. Some people said that Monique Jones should have got 5th place, but I'm just And to me, Mila Ash, you already got automatic bye. So here's the thing like this. I think 2 of the competitors should have skipped this show and made room for opportunity for other competitors. And that is, I would say, Mila Ash and Andrea Shaw. I think Andrea might have skipped it. Because being that Mila took 4th place at the Olympia, I think she should focus on the Olympia. And also Andrea, who won the Olympia, who is Miss Olympia, she focused on Olympia. This happened years ago with Iris Kyle. You know, Iris, she won Miss Olympia, and then after a while, she started competing in Miss International, mostly because of money. As you know, Miss Olympia only got $25,000 back then. As you remember, I did an interview with Nancy Lewis, and I think financial reasons. But still, you know, the Olympia gets a little bit of money, but Miss Olympia with the Rising Phoenix, you get a car, but say you got to pay taxes on the car, and then between both the shows, you make $50,000 taxes after that. But still, here's the thing: is Miss Olympia should be more money. You're Miss Olympia. That's the top. You're the top ranker. And then, if like I said, if someone like Big Ramy can walk away with almost $500,000, you should get at least 100,000 to maybe, I don't know, $250,000. You know, that's only fair because you're working just as hard. You're putting stuff through. You should get more. But as I said, I was doing my video about the Rise of Phoenix. I feel like it's a popularity contest show now, and you know, because I follow other bodybuilders, and they mentioned that they had put an application for the Rise of Phoenix, but been turned down. And you know, it seems like it's not fair. I know there's a certain look that they want in that show, but it should be, you know, if it's this invitational, whoever puts in the invitation, depending on the limits you're gonna have, I think the limit should be at least. I missed it back in the day, like at the Olympia, you had like 30 competitors. That we had a lot of competitors. I think the list should be least for this show, since it's invitational, maybe 20, 25 competitors. You know, and you should do it like this. I think it's I believe the Olympia, the Rise of Phoenix is a 1-day show, but you should do it 2 days. You know, one day is not enough to me, in my personal opinion. You should do a 2-day show. You know, start from that. It's on the 11th to the 10th. You know, you could do the others like like you said with the Arizona Pro and the other part where the NPC Extravaganza Pro amateur part, that should be the first, you know, of the show. You know, let the amateurs have their time, then the pros have their time. You know, like, as you know, the Arizona Pro could be at the next day, and then the first day is the amateurs. Let's see how they do. You give time to the pros to rest a little bit, get themselves together, and let the amateurs take their shot. Let them get their little sign, and then have the next day be the pros. So that'd be the women's Arizona Pro, and also it'd be the Rising Phoenix. But like I said, I am just a fan. I know my word doesn't mean anything, but like I said, that's the truth. But as I said, you're gonna have this, pretty much about the same usual suspects as I said for this show, but you're gonna have some people kind of absent. One notable is Margie V Martin. She didn't compete last year's show. She skipped last year, so she focused on the Olympia, and that's a smart thing for Margie. You know, to skip that show and focus on the prize, that's the Olympia. And I think there's a possibility that if, you know, there could be a way that might hurt Andrea if she's focused on this side show, where not for the main show, you know. And, you know, maybe she might repeat as Miss Olympia, but maybe not. That's just, you know, the possibility. There's a good chance if Margie, because I follow Margie on social media, she looks amazing. She looks amazing as usual. If she focuses on this show and really put herself together, she probably can win it. Oh, here's my partner in crime, Jared.
Hey, George, how's it
going? Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
All righty. Well, like I said, I just started, and we talk about the Rise of Phoenix. As you know, they're going to have it in September again. Well, they hadn't had it last year. They had it in December, but usually the last few Rise of Phoenix has always been in September. and now it's back in September. And so I was talking about the competitors there. How I feel like some people should have skipped the show. Some people should have got an invitation to the show because you have to for the Rise of Phoenix is invitational, and you have to print in your paperwork by March. I think somebody told me, but some competitors never got the opportunity. They got turned down.
So, is there any way they can still apply?
I don't know. It's it's pretty much up to the Rise of Phoenix. You know how it is. It's about politics. If they get some bodies in there, that's where I think they should increase the numbers. I think they only have, by the looks of it, about 18 competitors. Pushing for maybe 22 or 24. I think there's like 4 or 5 good competitors who want opportunity to compete in this show.
Yeah, I see that too.
Anyway, and I think one point is, like I said, I feel like Mila Ash and Andrea Shaw should skip it because they have automatic bye to the Rise of Phoenix. So that would have been 2 extra people that can compete. And also, I think Irene Anderson, Mila Ash, Andrea Shaw, they should skip it because they made the top. Also Hella should skip it too. I forgot Hella, Mila, Andrea, and Irene made the top 5 at the Olympia. She'll skip it. Now I'm saying Hella want to come back and want to get a shot at her title. I think that's one thing I understand. And Irene, she's a competitor. I can understand too. But I think more or less with Andrea being the former champion, she should really skip it. And this was opportunity as a side title for other competitors. As back in the day, you had certain bodybuilders who okay, she was an unsung Miss Olympia. People like Linda Murray, Laura Craval, or Vicky Gates won Miss International quite a few times, but never were Miss Olympia. I think he's muted himself. Yeah, he'll come back in
a little bit, but
yeah. Can you hear me? All right. Yeah, since I gotta keep saying, get myself a new computer. But yeah, I think 2 or 3. I think most definitely. Mila, Hella, Andrea, and Irene should skip it because they already have automatic bye to Olympia, and this is an invitational show. But I say with Hella, she want to get her title back because I think she feel like she may not have a shot at Miss Olympia. I think the same thing for Irene Anderson and Mila Ash. I think she wanted to just probably try to take a shot at that title. But then you have the current Miss Olympia at this show that might give you not give you a chance to have a title.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would probably be best if all the major competitors, Helly, Margie, Andrea Shaw, they all just stay away from Rising Phoenix. I think, or maybe not, but I think that would probably be best for the sport. If some other rising competitor took that spot. So we don't know yet who the competitors are for the Rising Phoenix.
Well, I already said the competitors are, it's going to be the top 5 And that's, most definitely that's Andrea. That's Hella, Monique, Alicia Young, and Irene Anderson. And then you have returning this year also is Janowski, Mona Muna Pearl, Christina Mendoza. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the name I forgot. Natalia Kova. Remember her? She's the other Italian. She's the other Russian bodybuilder. She decided to skip out last year because she wanted to focus on maybe try to bring her conditioning better. And also Rashana Boswell, Andrews, Asha Hadley, Salem Mate, Virginia Sanchez, and who else I said? Another name. Let me see. I got the list here. Let's see.
You got like a list? Maybe like put it in like video description.
And Tia Williams, and also the who's going to be.
What was that again? Sorry. Miss International.
Yeah, the link to Rise to Phoenix. Miss International. That's the pro qualifier for the Chicago Pro. So whoever wins the Miss International, she gets to compete.
Oh yeah.
At the because last year was a lady by the name of Patty Hansen. She won last year, and also like I say, look at the description. I have the Wings of Strength IG page. You can find the list there. Also have their Facebook, and also their website, and you can find the list for this year's Rise of Phoenix.
Okay, I'll definitely look that up.
You can drop the like as usual. Yeah.
What was that again?
Mm-hmm. I was saying I was getting shout out to my man Marcus Bell. He salute coming through, smash that like. He salutes. We appreciate y'all coming through. Like I said, we just got, we appreciate all our subscribers and all people who support. Also, while I'm here, I'm gonna talk about this. We'll probably get back on the line, I think, a little bit. But I just saw this on Facebook this afternoon, and I did a video about it. That Barbara Caridi, who is a bodybuilder from Italy, has announced her retirement from female bodybuilding. From the competitive stage of bodybuilding, and it happens in that sport. It's sometimes it's from different reasons. Sometimes politics, financial reasons, personal reasons. A lot of ladies have walked away from the sport. But I put the video link in the description, where you have also information, her social media information. You can check it out, and you can find out. Like I said, she's really explains her reason why she got out of the sport, and But if you follow Barbara Cariti on social media, she's on IG, she's on Facebook. She also has OnlyFans page.
Yeah, I was following her for a bit. She was definitely one of the higher up competitors, and I found her physique to really be. She was definitely one of the probably One of the best, I'd say. Probably the best from Italy that I can think of. Yeah, sad to see her retire, but hopefully she keeps her physique going. You know? Like, I hope she gets her bodybuilding physique at least going.
Yeah, I think she says she says she can still try to maintain her physique because she's also a personal trainer. And she is serious about what she committed to. She's been in the game for a little over 20 years, but she says she wants to still maintain her look, especially for her clients. And she might even train some future up and coming bodybuilders, or even work with some bodybuilders still in the sport.
Yeah, definitely. That would be interesting to see which bodybuilders she starts training.
Yeah. So who you like to see if you could invite somebody to Rising Phoenix, who would it be? If you could make your own list.
If I could make my own list of does it have to be ones that have retired or not retired, or?
It's your list. It's the way you want to do it.
I think for the Rising Phoenix, I just like some of like the classics. I'd like Linda Murray to be there. I would like Heather Arms to be there. I'd like Lisa Auckland to be there.
That's a pretty good list. How about How about Tazzy Colum?
Yes, definitely.
Maybe throw in a little Denise Massino.
There you go. Definitely.
Yeah,
Who else? Yeah, there's a lot of great female bodybuilders I would want. Betty Pariza. Yeah. Diana Cadeau. Yeah, there's a bunch. I guess it. Yeah, it's like there's so many. I don't even know like where to start and where to end, honestly.
Yeah, there's some great ladies from the past, some great women today who probably would make good at that show. I mean, I would say I would like to throw some names in personally who I'm fans of and who I follow, like my Tana Hugh. She competed back in 2018. Maria Flores. I'm trying to think of a couple others. Pauline Nelson. She competed a while back. Let's see. Donna Salib, who I follow. She just recently I did a video about her for my Mom to Muscle, and she answered back to my video. I really wouldn't mind seeing her do that show. That's an opportunity for her. Andrea Sora, who I also follow on social media. She debuted at Savannah Pro, took 5th place, and maybe there's a good chance that if she competes this year, she might have opportunity to compete at that show. Maybe Jay Fuchs, if she ever, I would love to see Jay Fuchs come back. I mean, I know she's training, she's working. We're hoping to make her return. I thought she'd make a return last year, but I think the pandemic kind of messed everything up and just made it harder for a lot of competitors to come back. Trying to think a couple of more off the top of my head. We'll probably as you know, Rashawn Boswell was going to be there, so that's cool. Rashawn and Tina, who I wrote the interviews with. Jada Beverly, as you know, she's switching from physique to female bodybuilding. That'd be a great show for her to do. And I'm thinking one more in my head. I might push this one if it's possible. I'm trying to think. Ooh, I'm thinking. That's it. I think that's it. But generally, it seems like most women that's doing this show is women. Some I think deserve opportunity to compete as a rising phoenix. Others could have just took the show out, sit the show out, and maybe let some try to get opportunities. Maybe see where they place, because this rising, since rising phoenix is invitational. A lot of these ladies who compete in this show, who made the top 5, compete in this show. It's not going to give you an opportunity to compete at the Olympia, like all the other shows do, because it's kind of like its own show. It's its own show, its own self. And it was created as a world championship show for the women.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think either way, I think the person who wins the Rising Phoenix is definitely going to probably also be in the top 5 of Olympia. And we will see. We will see how it goes, to say the least. Is it still in Arizona?
As you know, they was going to do it in Las Vegas last year because of the virus protocols and the crowd capacity for the show. They moved it back to Chandler, Arizona. I think that's where they had it the last few times. Had it at Chandler. I think one time they had it in Scottsdale, and then they had it in Chandler. As you know, this is not just the Rising Phoenix. It's also the Arizona Pro, and also the Extravaganza, which is the amateur show. And the Arizona Pro is mostly for the women in the divisions that IVV still keep up. That's wellness, bikini, fitness, I think, figure, and physique. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. And this is one of the only all women's show in the lineup. Yes. Most other shows are usually, like if you think about it, like you think of something Olympia, you have the Miss Olympia, Mr. Olympia, and all the other divisions that's Olympia. And you have like the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. I think the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic got pushed to December also. And they don't have to be bodybuilding, as you know. They dropped the Miss International back in 2013. Now they have Miss Physique International, supposed to be the replacement. And but as you know, there was a show that was exclusively all women's bodybuilding show, and that was the Jan Tanner. And a lot of good competitors compete that show. The likes of Paula Suzuki, Krista Bach, Betty Pariso, Yaxenia Keene. One person that I follow on social media, Mary Ellen Gorman Jumbro, she was a consecutive Miss International competitor. She had competed in almost every Miss International show, I think up to 2002 when they finally dropped the show.
2013. No, 2013.
Yeah, 2002 for for Jan Tanner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jan. Like I said, that was a great show because they used to have it between like around North Carolina and in Virginia. So they had it in Charlotte. And what I at the time I was working, I did, couldn't have time to go off, and I didn't even travel that much. But I would love to have gone to that show if I was able to, because I wasn't working yet. No, not really. I had a part-time job, but not enough to go and travel all the way to Charlotte. And plus I didn't have my license.
Yeah, that's the thing about being younger and a female bodybuilding fan. It's harder to travel until you get a little bit older. I know that was a bit of a trouble for me, but that was why the internet was so useful for me. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I am going to peace out here for now because I am celebrating Memorial Day here and eating some hot dogs that I just cooked up.
Alrighty.
So that's always good. And I hope you have a good Memorial Day too.
Yeah, I
and
appreciate your time.
I also have an idea of a MuscleTalk Monday next time that I could probably spearhead the idea for. I don't know if you want me to maybe give a brainstorm of it now, or.
Well, you want to? We can just send me the information. You can email me, and if you want to, we can talk about it next MuscleTalk Monday, and then we'll put it together.
All right, sounds good.
All righty. I appreciate it. Go eat your hot dogs. Enjoy your Memorial Day.
You do the same.
All right, you too. All right, peace out. Bye. Anyway, I appreciate my man Jared and his time. He is a pretty good young dude, and I understand that. Yeah, with me, I was holding down 2 jobs. I didn't have a license. I didn't drive that much. I mostly walked where I got to go to, and I really started driving till was it about 2003? And by then the Olympia was over. But this show is a great show, a great opportunity for women in the sport to really get noticed and not to be, overshadowed by the men, because like most shows are often adjacent to men's shows, like the Olympia was to Mr. Olympia, how Miss Olympia was to Mr. Olympia, how the Miss International was to Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. This is a show all exclusively for the ladies, and like I said again, what it should do is make it a 2-day show. Really, drag out a little bit. Have the amateurs have their show first during the day, and all the first day, and then have the pros have their show the next day. So so it wouldn't be so rushed, so they can give themselves some time. But I'm just a fan, not a judge, not a millionaire, not a billionaire. Anyway, I really appreciate y'all people for coming by and for listening to me and Jared just talk about the sport of bodybuilding. And also, I want to say to Miss Barbara Carita, we're going to really miss you. And I hope things go well for you in your new life outside the sport of bodybuilding. Competitive bodybuilding, I mean. It's your man, All the Way George Page, a.k.a. the Emperor of Female Body Talk. Don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out.